In this video, let us understand how to make budget estimation project using ASP.NET C# language. So once you know this project, like what other things should be there, how you can design the whole project, you can also do the same project in a different web application languages. So here we'll consider input revenue and the output revenue and what is the deficit or what is the excess. So budget basically very important for the government. Not only government, even private organization has to prepare their own budget. In all these cases, this project definitely will help. So this we are using ASP.NET with C# language, backend as a SQL server. So we can use this project in the government budget or company budget. So if you're a student studying CS course as a BE or BCA, you need to do a project and you're probably looking for a different title. So this is the one title where you can do the budget estimation. Probably this is a totally different than the regular one. It's a very interesting one. So plus to understand what exactly the project is and what is the things covered in that, then probably you can choose this project, you can able to do it. And we also give the complete demonstration like how the whole things works. Probably you can plan it and then you can write this project in the required language. So this is the technology as we discussed already. And now let us look at the project modules. So it will have three modules. One is the admin module, next one is the employee module and the user module. So admin to manage the whole website, employee to enter the data, like because when you talk about the budget, there are different departments. So someone has to take care of that department and they has to enter the data. Therefore, as an employee, they can feed all the data here. User module is the common person who can get the benefit. So in a sense, they can view all the budget details. That is what the user module. So in case of admin, what are the options we can provide? So here you can provide department details, corresponding list. List means what are the entries are done, the list has to come. Sub department, this is the main department, inside that there is a sub department. And then offices, okay, this department will consider the different offices, and then employees in that particular office. Then they can enter the input revenue and the output revenue. So if they enter the input revenue, output revenue, the admin can able to see the input revenue list and the output revenue list. Now employee, what he can do is once they log in, they can create the heading under which heading the money comes in. That is the input heading. And this is the corresponding list. What are the entries are created, the list will come. Then this is the revenue output for what is the expenditure. So for what you spend the money, what is the requirement. So that is the heading here, so that we can create, and then the corresponding list here. Then this is the revenue entry, this is a real-time entry. So from the particular head, how much money comes to the company or the government. For example, if you consider a government from tax collections, okay, so some house uh, property tax, okay, we talk about the property tax, and there is a corresponding department like no property tax department, how much they are able to collect this year, that they can enter over here. And if you take like no RTO, then how much fee collections they can do. Same way, different department, how much money they can able to collect on the particular year, that you can enter. Then the output revenue, again for each department, how much money they required for the year. What are the projects they are running, how much money is required for the corresponding project, that can be entered in the output revenue. And in case employee can change the password. Now user is concerned, user can see the input revenue like where the money comes in, budget output revenue where the money goes out, and the final view like what are the total input, what is the total output, and what is the excess or deficit, that can be found out through the final view. So these are things which are provided in this project. I'll now show you in a Visual Studio, then you'll get a complete idea how you can make the project in Visual Studio. So if you're not yet subscribed to a channel, please subscribe to a channel. So subscription is free. So just go to below the video and there is a button here. Just click subscribe. So if you're new to our channel, then please browse the videos in our channel. So iBlix tutorials and then click videos. So you can see that we provide a lot of videos related to the project. And you can also learn the language, particular web technologies. So when you have free time, so please go through the videos, therefore you'll get a lot of benefit. This will be benefit for your academic purpose as well as your job. So you want to get a good job, you need an experience. To gain an experience, you can watch our videos and parallel you can try it yourself. Here you can see that you can make your own VB.NET project step by step. All the steps are required. So usually you can able to learn and you can able to make the project. So please do this. And also you can add to your favorite window. So therefore it will be added to the favorite window. Next time when you open the browser, so it will be there here. Just click, you'll open the videos. So therefore we also come out with everyday basis new videos. So watch the videos and improve yourself. Right. So I just come back. I open the Visual Studio here. So this is the Visual Studio Community Edition, and I open the website here. So this is the budget administration, and these are the files. When you're creating the files, so give a proper name for each file. Therefore, you should know like what is there in that particular file. On the other side, we have a server explorer here. So I just go to data connections. I'll connect and I'll show you. Add connection, browse. So this is the budget database. Okay, and click OK. So it's connected over here, and you can able to see the tables. So these are tables which are using in this particular project. Now we can run the project. So this is the main page. So here is IIS. Click IIS. Now you can see that the project is opened in the browser. So what I'll do is I'll just come back to Visual Studio. I'll stop the project here. So I which is running, I just stopped it because I want to run on the disconnected mode. If I make changes, I'd like to implement it. If you're running continuously from here, if something goes wrong, you have to close there the browser and then you have to come back. You have to make the changes. Instead of that, we can run both independently, source code and the running project. So in order to run the project independently, you have to go to IIS server, budget administration, and click on the browse applications here. So now you can see that it will open in the new window. So it will there here. So here is the entry. So you can enter here. So here are the three options: admin, employee login, user login. Go to admin login. You can log in here with admin credentials, admin. So here is the department details. If you go to list, we already enter two departments here: chief minister office and then revenue department. Same you can want to enter one more department. You can write as a RTO department. This comes under transport department. Okay, so this is a transport. So you can write about transport department over here. And then sub department. So if I take RTO transport, RTO is the one department over there. So this is a regional transport office. So one more is created. Now is the offices. Where is the these offices? Okay, this is the transport department, and then this is RTO. So here is the code actually, because in every taluk we have office, every area we have this RTO office. So that we need to write down. Okay. So one we take as a Rajanagar RTO. R101 is the code actually. We can take as R Nagar. Okay, I just give as RTO R Nagar. Otherwise, I give the name only. So it's easy to remember. Right. So then next is office name. So that will expand here RTO Rajaji Nagar. Then is the address. So where exactly it's located. So contact person. So let's say some name here and the mobile number. So this is what one office or one office which you created here. So if you go to list, you can see the list over here. What are the one you created? You got able to see the list. Then employees. So now you need to give RTO Rajanagar. What is the employee code? You can give employee 102, name Chandan. I'll just take the same number, but you can enter whatever you want. So save this. So now record is saved. An employee created. So here is the list. Overall the employees we created. All the list is there here. So now admin can see the input revenue list here, and you can see the output revenue list. Now what we'll do is we copy the main address and then we'll go to one more tab, paste here. Now you can go as an employee, then you can log in. So now you can see EMP102 and password. ABCD is the password. This is RTO Rajanagar, login. Now this department, you can create the heading here, revenue input heading. You can check the headings. No, so you can create, and that you can write down here fee collections. So save this. So this is a registration fee. Now if I go to list, so one heading is created. So then output expenses. Okay. So one main is salary expenses. So what is the total salary expenses for that particular office? They need to enter. And other than this, other expenses, they need to create all the headings here. Now here is the input revenue entry. So this is the fee collections. How much fees they can collect? So they can collect around 25 lakh rupees in this particular office. So this is the estimated fee collections for registration. So for registration, fine. Compared to last year, they can do this much of them. So now if you say output revenue list, uh, you need to enter how much money they need for salary. So they require on 20 lakh rupees salary. So this is the estimated salary. So overall working there, so they require on 20 lakh rupees. So that is created. Now we can see the revenue list here. Now what we'll do is we just copy this one more time, one more tab window. So click here. So you can sign up as a user. So you have to go to sign up. After sign up, maybe you can log in here. So that's the validation. So it logs in now. So you can see the input. So what is the total input from the different heading they can get? What is the output revenue? So they can see that how much money it will go off. Then you can see the final view. So total input revenue, total expenditure, and balance amount, how much money they can left with. So this is the final review. So these are the things which was written in this particular project. So hope you understand the three modules of this. So admin page, here is the admin, and here is the employee, and here is the user. So user can use or they can able to see. So depend on the who is your user, you can also create a login for them, different type of logins, and they can able to view only particular data or complete data. So it is a government data, so therefore they want to show to everyone. So therefore we can put as a user main all input, output, everything over there. So this is an entry level budget, like how we can do this project. So try this project. So in any other case, I wish to communicate with us. So please go to comments and then write in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. So we also given our website address. Please check it on the browser. Sorry, in your description below the video. Their links are provided, so you can able to access our website. And we provide some free code and all. So that is check it out from our website. Okay. Thank you very much.